Hello everyone, this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope everyone is doing well. Guys, I have a story for you today, and we will be working in my prayer journal, which I haven't had out for quite a while, so we're going to be working in this lovely. Yesterday, I got a phone call from somebody at the commissioner's office in my county, asking me if I did business from my home. Now, they got my name apparently from the town I used to live in, which was an independent, incorporated town. So that town I did business with, I got a business license through them. Now, I do pay my state taxes. I do have a business license for where my antique booth is. I have an Etsy shop. According to my county, because I have an Etsy shop and the computer's at my house, I have to now register my business with the county also. So I was kind of getting upset with this lady. Well, actually, I was getting very upset with this lady because what she told me is, because I'm not doing business as my name, Helen H., I'm doing it as Moss Cottage Market, that I have to go to the State Corporation Commission and file a fictitious name application with them first. Then I have to go to the zoning commission here in my county, pay them, first of all, I have to pay $10 to get my name registered with the State Corporation Commission. Then I have to pay $75 to my county to have the zoning people approve my home as a place where I can run my Etsy shop. Then, after I do all that, I have to bring proof I've done all that. Then I can get a business license in my county. I was absolutely livid. I've never heard anything as, excuse my French, asinine as that before. I said to her, so everyone who's selling on Facebook Marketplace, everyone who's selling Scentsy or Pampered Chef or all of these things, everyone in the county has to have this license. And she said yes. And I said, well, I can list 100 people right now that I know doing business in this county who do not have not gone through all of this. And I said, you are picking on me for some reason because nobody I know in this county has gone through this. And so anyway, I was so upset. I just really was upset with her. I was upset at the way my mom and my sister heard that phone conversation, well, that my part of the phone conversation. You know, I was just getting riled up because I was like, this is ridiculous to make me jump through all these hoops and have to deal with the government. The state government is just horrendous. So anyway, yesterday did not end well for me. And then after that, when I got home, I was at my mom's when I got that phone call. When I got home, I found out some other bad news that was related to my business. And I just almost lost it. I almost lost it. I was so angry. There's just like the anger. I don't even know that somebody could be that angry. And I didn't even know I could be that angry. I hated myself, the way I felt. So this is kind of how I felt. Like I was on one of these wheels going round and round and round and round. So I started to look into the process yesterday, and it was overwhelming, just totally overwhelming. I couldn't even deal with all the forms and trying to find the right things, and because nobody will help you, of course. So anyway, this morning I decided, well, I'm going to call the commissioner's office again and talk to somebody else, and they confirmed the exact same thing to me. And so I contacted this State Corporation Commission. I am not a corporation. I am a tiny little business. I make nothing, right? Nothing. And I pay my taxes religiously, my sales tax and income tax religiously. Anyway, the State Corporation Commission was a joke. The woman on the end of the phone told me she couldn't help me. All she can do is file papers, but she couldn't give me advice because that would be legal advice, that I need to contact my CPA or the person who does my taxes. I said, I'm doing my taxes. You know, it's like, you don't understand. I'm this tiny little speck on the spectrum. And here they are picking on me when, you know, corporations are getting away with who knows what, right? Anyway, long story short, this morning I was working on my Bible study, and the chapter we're working on this week is Jesus is our keeper, okay? And one of the scriptures that came to mind, or that I had to read for this, was Exodus 14:14, and I did already have it highlighted in my book, but I since added this little pink tab to it as well and did some underlining. It's 14:14, Exodus 14:14, and it says, "The Lord will fight for you, and you shall hold your peace." And I could not believe, I mean, I should believe. I know the word is a living word. God has a word for me. This is the word he had for me this morning, knowing I'm going through this. The Lord will fight for you, and you shall hold your peace. So I am going to make a page that, as best I can, represents that. I can't even tell you if you've ever had an angry day where you're just so angry you can't even, I mean, it's unimaginable. So I got some images here, and we're going to just put these in real quick. This is just it's a canvas with like all torn paper on it. This is a picture. Most of these pictures, these images I'm using today are from a Stampington magazine, and so this is somebody else's artwork. So but it's beautiful, and it kind of, I'll tell you why I'm using this, okay? To me, this picture represents real dryness, and let me tell you, yesterday I was about used up and as dry as I could be. I was done. My poor husband had to put up with this grumpy person who, oh my goodness. Anyway, if you've ever had to deal with your state government offices and government bureaucrats who only know how to push paper and have absolutely no compassion whatsoever, they can't help if it's not spelled out in a code. There's nothing they can do to help you or will help you. They're just there to get their time in and push some papers. This represents dryness to me. These colors are very dry, and that's exactly how I was feeling yesterday. I was so dry. Now, I do have this butterfly here, and even my butterfly here is dry looking. He's all brown. He's not a beautiful butterfly. Well, I mean, he is. And he actually might be a moth. I think that moths and butterflies, you can tell the difference. Is it the wing shape or the number of wing parts at the bottom, or how the wing, I don't know. Anyway, here's my little dry butterfly. Now, I have diamonds here. These were cut out of these diamonds were just cut out of a magazine, I think. Yeah, it looks like a magazine. And the diamonds are because I feel like I was so pressed yesterday. I was absolutely crushed. But what the Lord's telling me is through this crushing, he can make something beautiful out of it. Because he said, you will hold your peace. Now, whether that means I will hold my peace as in I will be quiet, which it could mean that, or that he will fight for me and I will be peaceful. I will keep my peace. I will have my shalom, my peace. This is the same image as this. It's just smaller. It was a different part of I guess it was where they were explaining the process or something. Now this is the page here where I'm going to write my prayer. So I always decorate one page, and then one page is for my prayer, but I do like to put some decoration on the prayer. So here I have another diamond. This one is like a cross section, or the side view, not cross section, a side view of the diamond. But anyway, so I know the Lord is fighting for me. So this morning I did get the form done online to file my fictitious name. And y'all, you better check. I have a feeling that this has this fight against small business has to do with the socialism coming to this country. They don't want small business. Now look, okay, so these people, These are, if you've ever seen, they were actually joined together. Again, this was an image from Stampington. These are actually photos of what are called frozen Charlottes. No, these aren't actually frozen Charlottes, because these ones have, she might be a frozen Charlotte, but these other ones have limbs. I'm not sure if a frozen Charlotte has movable limbs or not. I didn't think they did, but I still want to say that these are like that. These are these little, what are they? Clay dolls. They had rubber bands like in their arms and legs, so the arms and legs move. Usually a frozen Charlotte is the clay doll that is just one piece, like it doesn't move at all. It's just like a little clay doll, and they were quite old. Well, see how dry they are? That's how I felt yesterday. That's why I'm using these little frozen Charlottes, because I just felt dried up. My soul felt dried up. And then, having the other news on top of it, that was not good news. It was just too much. It had just pushed me over the edge. So I'm going to cling to my verse that the Lord will fight for me. So like I was saying, I did get the form with the State Corporation Commission done to register my name as Moss Cottage Market so that I can do business with my tiny little Etsy store from my home. Well, and I said to the lady at the commissioner's office here in my county, I said, what about people who have to work at home because of COVID, and their offices are making them work at home? Because, some people never went back. And she said, if you generate any income from any way in your home from your computer, you need a business license in the county. So it's just crazy. And here's the kicker, okay? I have to spend $10 with the State Corporation Commission to register my fictitious name. I had to pay $75. I will have to pay $75 to the county to have zoning come and check my house to make sure I'm not violating any rules and I can run my business from my home. But when I get my business license in this county, it's free, and unless you make over $300,000, you don't have to pay anything. Why do they make you go through all of that if they're not even getting any revenue from it? It just... Okay, enough. Okay, see? Here we go. We're going... This is me on the wheel, going round and round. Okay, so we've got that. Now, I do have these little things. These are stickers from one of those books. And I always like to write the little verse down. And so this was Exodus 14:14. Keeping my peace. Okay. So here's the basic layout right here. Okay. But there's a couple things missing. Okay. Number one is I'm missing a tab on the side because every page in here needs to have a tab. So let's go ahead and find something that we can make a tab from. Let's look up in this little box here, my use it up box, and see. Oh, perfect. Okay, this is a tab right here, and this came off of a cardboard box, like a food box or something. This was just a little tab. It's not actually a tab. What it is where the box is folded together, I guess. And I can just staple that right on the side, and then we can put something on it. Do we want to do that? Actually, no. I'm going to keep that one for my trashy. Look, I have this illustrated face. This is a whole, look where it came from, Tuesday morning, right? We miss you, Tuesday morning. We've got this whole bunch. All of these are tabs. Different kinds of tabs here. So I'm just, here it is, right here. God can, right? What does that scripture say? The Lord will fight for you so you can keep your peace. Here, God can. Yes, he can, and he will. So I'm just going to put that up here, right up here. And I like my tabs in this little journal have to stick out, so I make sure we have it sticking out. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. But we need some more. I really should have put a focal point here, but I think what I might do, and I can't do it now because I looked and nowhere do I have, even in my whole Bible, my prayer journal box, the big 12 by 12 box with stuff, I couldn't find the word peace. So, well, okay, hold on a second. Hold on, Noelle. I'm going to move you for a minute. I do have these. Let's just put it on there. Let's get my black ink pad. I'm going to use black so that it really stands out because we need the word peace on here because that's what he promised us, right? Is peace. So I can hold my peace. He will fight for me. So let's see if we can write peace here or stamp peace here. I have to do this today because yesterday I was seeing so much red. I don't think I could have even typed the word or stamped the word peace and spelled it right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He'll work it out. He'll give me that $85 to cover the costs. I mean, guys, I don't make that much money, honestly. Honestly. They're after the little guy, and yet the big corporations can do whatever the heck they want, right? Okay, there we go. There's my piece right there. All right, let me put that back just to get it out of my way, and you guys get out of my way. Ugh. Okay. So, the only other thing I'm going to add here, where am I time-wise? Okay, I've got a few minutes here. The only other thing I want to add is some other elements, some other little things. Noelle wants to say hello. She's still on my desk. She's gonna live on my desk, I decided. She makes me happy. She's so cute. Okay, I want to add a little bit more decoration. Not too much more over here because I do need time or space to write my scripture. Let's see. And if you've seen me work before, you know, really, I just glue. Okay, that fits there. We're just going to glue that there. And when, if you're new to my channel, when I'm finished with my prayer journal, I will do a flip through for it. I decorate the pages on video, but I write my prayer in my quiet time. So I don't do that on video because that requires a whole lot more than just turning on the camera. Ooh, this is fun. This is a little piece of paper with some fun little stars on it. Or, yeah, kind of star things. Those came from... let's put it down there. It's a good way to use up scraps, too. Oh, no. You know what? I'm going to put it over here. I want to bring some of this yellow over here. Let's just put it right here. Okay. Let's put that there. Oops. Okay, put that there. So I'm just using up, you know, from my little hanky box, using up some scraps and what have we. But I'm, you know, because the theme of this is like being really dry and stuff, I'm trying to use stuff that reminds me of being dry. And this is music paper. It looks like, I don't know, I wonder if this is a printable or something that I purchased, like, because it looks, it's very thin, like very thin paper, and I have some more of that, so I could run a piece down the side here. I have to do something right there for sure, though. That little one hole right there is gaping at me, so let's go ahead and get this here and start filling this top one in. I do like my prayer journal to have a lot of decoration, and you'll see that when I eventually get around to a flip through. So let's see here real quick what we've got here. Ooh, this is a piece, oh look, okay, we got some things here. This is a piece of a brick wall here and it looks really dry. Yeah, let's put that right there, okay. You know what, that stark white is very white. Let me just grab my ink here and brown that up a little bit. It's just a little bit too white, I think. It's okay for the diamond to be white, but I don't want really anything else. Everything else needs to be dry like I was, like my soul was yesterday. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, and you know what? That is cardboard, so I'm going to, this is cardstock, I mean, and it's a heavy cardstock, so I need to use the good glue. So I think it will be okay. Well, I know it will be okay because God will make it okay because he said he will. He's fighting for me. So, but the thing is, you know, as angry as I am and as much as I just wanted to tell them where to go, that's not very Christian. But also, you know, Jesus said, give to Caesar what is Caesar's, which means I need to pay my taxes, which I always have. I mean, it's not even an issue of tax money. Like I said, my county is not even going to make any money off me getting a license, and yet I have to pay all these other people to get my county license, which just doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, I am a law-abiding citizen, and but despite what I feel, I do need to pay my taxes, and so does everybody else. So my word to you is, if you have an Etsy shop, or you know, you're selling on some kind of platform on your computer, you need to check with your county and your state that you're paying taxes on there. Now, Etsy does not, they submit taxes for you, so you're not responsible for the sales tax, but you are responsible to pay income tax on what you sell on Etsy. And, you know, we can't say, oh, well, you know, I'm not going to pay my taxes or anything. If you're using, you know, if you're counting on your police department, your roads, your schools, and all of this stuff, you need to be paying your taxes. You know, unless you live totally off-grid and you don't have any help at all, you don't use public roads, you don't use public anything, then you need to be paying taxes. And that's not a rant, that's just the truth. You know, otherwise you're just a freeloader. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. So if you're selling, guys, you need to be paying your state taxes and local taxes. Well, in my state, in Virginia, you file your state taxes, your sales tax, and they submit the local tax. It's in my state, it's 4.3% sales tax to the state, and 1% goes to the locality. So 1% would go to my county, or 1% goes to where my antique booth is. Although, like I said, with Etsy, that's the only business I'm doing in my county. They submit the tax for me, but to my county. Okay, so we got that right there. And now, I still think I might have to maybe I'll do some doodling there or anything. I think I'm running out of time. I am. Okay, guys, I have to end this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. And until the next video, I hope you're all truly blessed. Bye-bye.